The basic building block for determining the total membership of a church or its growth rate is a member. A member of a church can be defined in a variety of ways. Depending upon who is doing the counting, a member can be determined by membership records, claims of affiliation, attendance, and so forth. The fact that membership is determined in a variety of ways must be considered when assessing claims of relative growth rates. At every April General Conference, the First Presidency releases its statistical report for the year. In the April 2013 session of conference, Brooke P. Hales, Secretary to the First Presidency, presented the report.
For the information of the members of the Church, the First Presidency has issued the following statistical report regarding the growth and status of the Church as of December 31st, 2012. Total membership of the Church was 14,782,473. The number of new children of record added during 2012 was 122,273, with 272,330 converts baptized during 2012.
Brother Hale states that the intent of the report is to inform the members about the growth and status of the Church. This follows President Uchtdorf's numerical measure of truthfulness, where growth and status are somehow correlated. Every statistic given is done so as to give the picture of a growing and healthy church. Yet Brother Hales does not give any indication of how the total membership figure was obtained. Certainly, newly baptized converts are included, but by including children of record, the First Presidency indicates that it likely counts them in the overall membership number as well. Of course, including unbaptized children, technically non-members, would inflate the total membership count of the Church. For the 2012 statistical report, this means that the total church membership would be artificially inflated by over 120,000 members. The Church has publicly stated what goes into the counting of members, if not reluctantly. A public relations spokesman for the Church, Scott Trotter, gave the following explanation to the Salt Lake Tribune in May 2012. In other words, children of record, though not technically members, are considered members of the Church for statistical purposes. While this method of reporting members pads the overall total, it doesn't affect the growth rate. Unless, of course, the Church hasn't consistently followed its reporting procedures. Unfortunately, the Church has had to reluctantly admit that it did significantly change its membership reporting guidelines in the last 10 years. When confronted with a reporting difference between what the Church supplied for the U.S. Religion Census in 2000 and for its own Deseret News Church Almanac of the same year, a difference of almost 1 million members, Brother Trotter acknowledged the discrepancy. He explained that in 2000 the Church did not include the so-called lost sheep, but changed the reporting protocol to include these members. As might be expected, the change in reporting between 2000 and 2010 significantly affected the calculation for the growth rate of the Church during the decade in question. Instead of the 45% growth rate reported by the census, the growth rate should have been under 20% for the decade given consistent membership reporting by the church. Perhaps the most troubling aspect of the membership reporting blunder is that the church never notified those conducting the census, or anyone else for that matter, of the change in membership reporting. The change was only acknowledged when the discrepancy became public. Nor was an apology forthcoming for skewing the census figures.